The Osiris Myth. Osiris was one of the greatest gods of ancient Egypt, known as the ruler of the earth and the king of the afterlife. He brought peace and order to Egypt, teaching people how to farm the land and live with justice. Wherever he went, crops grew tall and strong, and people praised his kindness and wisdom. His wife Isis loved him deeply and stood beside him as queen together. They ruled a kingdom where all living things flourished. But Osiris had a jealous brother named Set. Set was the god of deserts, storms, and chaos. He envied Osiris's power and the love the people showed him. While Osiris brought life and calm, Set's lands were dry and filled with sand. Anger burned inside him like the desert sun. He began to plot against his brother, waiting for the moment to strike. One evening, Set invited Osiris to a grand feast, pretending to make peace. All the gods were there, and the hall glittered with gold. Set unveiled a beautiful wooden chest, carved perfectly and decorated with jewels. He announced that whoever fit inside the chest perfectly would win it as a gift. Each guest tried to lie inside, but none fit exactly. When Osiris stepped forward, the chest seemed to fit him perfectly, as if it had been made for him, because it had. In an instant, Set slammed the lid shut, sealed it tight with molten lead, and threw it into the Nile River. The chest drifted away into the dark waters, carrying Osiris with it. Isis searched for her husband day and night. She wept as she traveled the land, asking everyone she met if they had seen the chest. At last, she discovered it had floated far north, lodging inside the trunk of a great tree. The tree had grown around it, enclosing it completely. The king of that land, impressed by the tree's beauty, cut it down and placed it in his palace. Disguised as a common woman, Isis traveled to the palace. Her grief was so deep that her tears moved the queen, who allowed Isis to stay. One night, Isis revealed her true form, shining like the moon. She took the chest and freed Osiris's body from it, hiding him safely among the reeds of the Nile. But Set discovered her secret. Furious that Isis had found Osiris, he tore the body into 14 pieces and scattered them across Egypt. Each part was hidden in a different place so that no one could ever restore Osiris again. Isis refused to give up. With the help of her sister Nephthys and the jackal-headed god Anubis, she traveled the length of Egypt to gather every part of her husband's body. Wherever she found a piece, she buried it with honor, building temples and tombs that would later become sacred places. She found all but one piece, which had been lost forever in the Nile still. She fashioned a replacement so that Osiris could be whole again. When she had finished, Isis used powerful magic to breathe life back into him. Her love and skill were so strong that Osiris awoke, though he could no longer live on earth. Instead, he became the ruler of the underworld, the place where the dead go after life. There, he judged the souls of the departed, weighing their hearts against the feather of truth to see who had lived justly. Before Osiris left the world of the living, he and Isis shared one last moment together. From their union came a son, Horus. Isis hid the infant deep in the marshes, protecting him from Set's rage. As Horus grew, Isis taught him the truth about his father's fate. She told him that one day he must challenge Set and restore harmony to Egypt. When Horus came of age, he faced Set in a long and bitter struggle. Their battles shook the heavens and the earth. Set used his strength and cunning, while Horus fought with courage and justice. At last, The gods gathered to decide who should rule. Seeing Horus's bravery and fairness, they declared him the rightful king of Egypt. Set was sent away to the desert, and peace returned. From then on, Egyptians believed that the pharaohs were the living forms of Horus, ruling the earth as his descendants. When each pharaoh died, he became one with Osiris, king of the afterlife. Thus, life and death formed an eternal circle, the land of the living and the realm of the dead forever connected. Osiris's story became one of the most beloved in Egyptian mythology. He represented rebirth and hope, the promise that life continues beyond death's set. Though feared, reminded people of the power of chaos and the need for balance. Isis symbolized love and devotion, her tireless search for her husband showing the strength of the human heart. Even today, the tale of Osiris and Set endures, teaching that light and shadow, order and disorder, life and death, all are part of the same eternal cycle. In the eyes of the ancient Egyptians, Osiris was not lost, for every seed that sprouted in the fields and every sunrise over the Nile whispered of his return.